Hey everyone! No, don't adjust your computer screens. We're back with more Big Brother.
Oh, hi.
It's not traditional Big Brother though.
It's Reindeer
the
Games.
BB Reindeer Games. Oh my goodness.
Episode 1.
All right, we had no idea what to expect going into this, and I'm going to be honest, I kept my expectations very low because I wanted to not be disappointed. And honestly, I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed this.
I wasn't. I thought the leads were weak.
Well, okay, here's my thing. Am I annoyed that the cast is mostly like the same people that we see over and over again? Yes. And we talked about this in our live stream last week, kind of going through each cast member. But what I loved about this was that there is a level of strategy involved here. It's not just competition.
Right.
Right? There is some strategy at play here, which I was hoping for, and our prayers to the BB gods were answered. Also, what was I going to say? I mean, I love Christmas, so...
Do you?
I'm a sucker for that.
I like Halloween.
Well, you like both.
I don't.
Nightmare Before Christmas has both, baby. Also, the other thing that I was pleasantly surprised about, these challenges feel a little bit more even.
Fair?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only seen one episode so far, but from what we've seen, I like what I'm seeing.
Okay.
What do you think?
I am okay with everything you just said, pretty much, but I just can't with the go ho ho home.
They could dial that down a bit.
The corniness is like, I don't remember eating any corn, yet here it all is in my excrement.
Well, you're going to be finding a lot of it, so get ready.
Great.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the show started off
with
Santa.
Santa Claus, please bring me a Big Brother present.
And I know we mentioned this before. I mean, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more other holiday representation. Again, I know it's only the first episode, but this is very Christmas-centric.
I mean, Reindeer Games seems very inclusive.
I'm just saying, it's Hanukkah right now, so like, could we get a little Hanukkah maybe?
Maybe Hanukkah Harry's gonna be on the second episode.
Maybe.
Or,
and I would applaud that.
Yeah, or like Kwanzaa
Maybe some
Kevin.
Kwanzaa action?
Yeah.
Let's get it. But anyway, I just don't like when people are left out.
No one wants to be left out.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone should be included.
So, like we said, Santa starts off, and I guess Santa was like the BB announcer, right? Is that Don Wollman? I think.
But was the actual Santa him?
What do you mean?
Or was just the Santa voiceover?
You think it was like a drunk history where the actor had to match up with the voiceover?
Yes.
I don't know. I was going to Google a picture of him and see if it matched, and I didn't because I was too engrossed with the episode.
Why couldn't we have Al the Alien as Santa?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. No
I'm sure
offense to
he
the
would
announcer,
like some work.
Love that dude.
When they said this was a season of BB Legends, I was like, no.
I mean, Big Brother, people that they keep casting over and over again, that's for sure. But there are some legit legends on here.
Julie, I'm a legend.
I mean, like it or not, I think Nicole is a legend.
Maybe for the wrong reasons.
She still is. Yeah, so Santa started off with a little Christmas carol.
A janksy Christmas carol.
And then they started bringing in the competitors one at a time.
All right, so Taylor beamed in first.
Woo! I know that's right. Bring in Taylor first. I saw on Twitter, by the way, that she made up that little Jingle Bells song on the spot.
Oh.
Yeah, her little parody, so...
I made up mine,
Very
too.
quick wit. Let's hear it.
Oh, please, Santa.
Okay.
All right.
So we might need to take two on that.
And then Cody. And I said, oh, no.
More Cody.
No. Go. Ho, ho, home. And then Brittany. Brittany seems like the mom of the group.
Brittany.
She's the old.
Well, she's not the oldest.
Who's the oldest?
Danielle.
Oh.
I know you wouldn't think it because she looks fantastic.
She does.
But she was talking about how she has 5 grandchildren.
You could bounce a quarter off that cheek.
Yes.
All right.
Xavier. I like how they were giving little bits and pieces of what everybody's been up to since they've been on.
He's recently engaged.
Congratulations.
It reminds
Cody
me of
also
Beetlejuice.
is
He's
recently
recently deceased.
No.
Recently engaged.
Yeah. Frankie's back.
Oh, Lil Nepetiz, you mean. Is that his rap name?
I cannot tell you how many times I think back to that scene in School of Rock when Jack Black is like, oh yeah, and Yo-Yo Ma's cousin, Lil Nepetiz. And for the longest time, I didn't know what nepotism was, like when I was a kid.
Oh, so you thought that was
So I thought that was the name of Yo-Yo Ma's cousin or something.
Oh yeah, Lil Nepetiz.
Oh God.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just can't with Frankie.
I just wish that Frankie would change up the makeup look a little bit because I feel like he goes very dark on the eyes and with his complexion.
He looks dirty.
Oh!
He does.
I think he would look so much better with different makeup.
He looks like he rubbed mud on his face in certain areas.
It's the really dark eyes for me and the dark eyeliner. You know what I mean? The shadow and the eyeliner. I feel like it's too much. I want to see a more... I don't know.
You know what I'd like to see switched up? The annoyingness.
Well,
it's very annoying to be told to prance. Maybe they don't feel like prancing.
Yeah. Who do you think you are, Sugar and Spice on Drag Race?
Yeah, exactly. Who pranced first?
I don't know.
I'm going to say Sugar and Spice.
Well,
I don't remember seeing Frankie prancing before.
I don't know.
All right, so then we have Nicole. I had a baby.
She was getting emotional in her intro package, talking about how she's a mom now.
Great. She plopped out one kid, and now she's, like, out of control.
What? It's a little cynical on your part, I think.
All right.
You want to grab that toy from Bowie?
Well, she also hasn't spoken to Cody in 3 years.
Okay, we're here for the tea, though, because... The fact...
Go ahead.
Sorry, we don't want Bowie to eat the squeaker from his toy.
It was just a dirty donut.
Yeah. The fact that Nicole has not talked to Cody ever since he cut her in the final 3.
She hasn't spoken?
Yeah. I can accept that level of petty. I enjoy that. So, I think it makes for really good TV, too, to see them, like, reunited again after that. But it is a little bit annoying. There's 3 people from season 16.
Are they really reunited?
Well, I mean, they're in the same vicinity.
I mean, they seem to be working together, but who's going...
Well, are they, or is that just because of who won this week?
Who's going to show their ass first?
We're going to find out.
Yeah. All right, and then we have Josh. They
really had to pull that out in the first episode.
Yeah.
If I heard that pot banging coming down the stairs, this would have been me in the background. You have got to be kidding me.
You know what I would have done? I would have yelled out, "Shut the hell up!"
Can you imagine if there was a fight, like, right off the bat? I do have to say, everyone seemed pretty happy to see each other. They were all, like, it felt, you know, genuine. Some people were meeting each other for the first time, which I wasn't expecting.
Examine that sentence. It felt genuine.
I mean, some people can't hide how they really feel. Like you. So, they were doing a pretty good job.
And then Cameron, the cow daddy.
When you wrote cow daddy in the notes, I was like, what does that mean?
He's a cowboy daddy.
Space cowboy.
He's cow daddy. All right.
Well, Stevie, daddy's coming home.
Don't spoil it.
I said that when we were watching it at first.
All right. So there's a message from Santa. Santa said, I may be lip syncing right now, but get your butts to the living room because I got something to say. All right.
Something about the multiverse, Christmas, it's Christmas.
He said, clean up my mess. I made a mess. And if you can't clean it up, whoever sucks the most gets to go home every single day.
Right. I mean, you have to win competitions here, basically.
To survive.
Yeah.
If you're in the bottom.
And it was revealed.
If you're a bottom.
It was revealed that the Reindeer games don't actually start until the Final Four.
Right.
That is
the Reindeer games. That's
okay.
like the Big Brother Reindeer Olympics.
Right. So you got to get to that last bit.
Of winter.
Right. And the prize is a whopping $100K. Pretty good for like a
9
few days of
days
work. Not even, because there's 4 people in the end.
Yeah, but it's 9 episodes. Oh, wait, it's 6 episodes.
Yeah. That's not that many days of work. But what? Okay, this was weird to me. Because I feel like some of the reactions from the players here, they're like, no, okay, I guess. What were you expecting? The real Big Brother prize is still only $750K.
Yeah. This is pretty good.
I think $100K is pretty good for a few days of work here.
But the guy in jury duty got $100K.
I know. And that show lit.
Slaps. All right. So Julie is too busy right now. She's writing her millions of Christmas cards. She's doing her shopping.
She's got a lot on her plate right now. And it's not just Christmas cookies.
She's got the hotline to Jesus and Santa.
So she's too busy for this. But
she had to send the elf ambassadors.
Oh, yes. And we only saw one of them tonight. We saw Jordan. But the 2 other ambassadors are Derek X and Tiffany Mitchell.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I'm excited to see them come back.
They seem like they're going to be really good. Mm-hmm. I think Jordan went to the school of broadcasting where they talk really slow and...
Yeah. Well, she was the first one up. We're not going to see her for a little bit, but we'll get into it.
Her reactions were even like, did they write on the paper what her reactions should be?
Like during the challenges?
No, just like as she was reading, like, and you
I mean, maybe they put
win.
in parentheses.
Yeah, I don't know.
Make face. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there's going to be elf ambassadors hosting the competitions. So before they got into the comps, they had a little bit of time to kind of like, some of them, again, were meeting for the first time. Some of them are old friends who are seeing each other again. So they had time to mix and mingle.
How disgusted were you with the 3 people from season 16? Did I already ask you that? Yeah. I'll probably be asking you that for the rest of the show. Because it's really annoying.
Of course. Excuse me. It's very late. Cody and Frankie were like... Yeah. Right back together because they were close.
Dinosaur?
They were close on 16. So
he said, "Did you bring your dinosaur costume?"
I hope so. But Nicole at first was like, I don't know about all that because again, she got burned by Cody. She knows she can't trust him.
That's right.
So there's some issues there. You know who I love seeing together?
Who?
Danielle and Brittany.
That's a power couple right there.
I am for that
power
duo.
couple. I can get behind that.
Yes. Would love to see them work together for real.
What did you think about the Nicole-Brittany drama outside of the house?
I mean, it seems like Nicole's involved in a lot of the drama here.
You really hurt my feelings.
They didn't get into what the drama was. They said it was some Twitter drama during All Stars 2 when Nicole was in the house and Brittany was on Twitter.
Brittany was probably like, she made deals. This is whack. You know?
I mean, there could be a lot of things going on here.
Couple guys, couple tries.
I don't know if this is like something to do with when they were on The Amazing Race. Didn't Nicole say that Brittany like shared some stuff that she told her or something?
Yes.
I mean, also, Brittany is very close to Janelle. We know that Janelle and Nicole do not get along, so I'm sure Janelle is also a part of this, probably. But yeah, they were like, what do we even talk about? So it was definitely awkward. But they seemingly smoothed it over. They're talking about working together. We'll see if that actually happens or not. I also have to say, during these initial conversations, there was a lot of women empowerment.
Yes.
Talking about how those strong guys are going to have to go because if you watch the show, you know that the challenges usually skew physical.
Guys.
Yeah, the guys tend to dominate the competition, so...
Okay, so we were happy to see some not physical challenges.
Right. Also, Josh was getting something going as well.
Josh wanted to have an alliance with Danielle, X, and Taylor.
Mm-hmm. I get so confused by people calling Xavier X because I keep thinking it's Derek X.
X.
But it's not.
No.
Yeah, so...
I wish it was Derek X. I thought he would be really good on this show.
Yeah. Maybe he had other commitments.
Well, he will be on the show, but...
Just as an elf ambassador, though.
Maybe he got more money as an elf ambassador.
I don't know.
Do you think Jordan showed up for nothing? She says no.
Oh, really? Yeah, so I noticed, I mean, I'm sure everybody noticed. Within this group of 4, it seems like Taylor really wants to work with Xavier specifically because she wants to use him as a weapon moving forward, right? Because she knows Xavier's going to be strong in competitions. He can go up against those strong guys. But what really was entertaining in this 4 was Danielle. Because she was like, I don't care what kind of deals I make with these people. I'm going to do what it takes to get myself further in this game. And for that, oh, I love seeing her back on TV.
Lie, cheat, steal. She will kill.
No. I'm excited, though, that she is not worried about, breaking some alliances, hurting feelings, doing what she needs to do.
It's a game. All right. So Jordan arrives. The elf ambassador has arrived.
Everyone's like, oh my God! Ah!
Oh, I'm fangirling right now. It's the first challenge.
Okay.
And you have to guess the DJ Scrooge's song.
This definitely took me back to, was that the coup d'etat power where they had to guess the riddle?
Oh, I don't know.
The whole, what tangled webs we weave.
Oh,
when
maybe,
first we learned to deceive. And the answer that somebody else gave, it might have been Jordan, was spool of lies.
Yeah.
So it definitely made me think of that. I was wondering if they put her with this challenge because of that. Yeah. I might be misremembering it, but I think that's what happened, right? Was she spool of lies?
Yeah, she must have been. She must have been.
I don't know. But yeah, DJ
I thought
Scroogey.
This was kind of lame.
I mean, I liked that it wasn't this big physical competition.
It was a real quick one-off lamey.
Well, did we mention there's going to be 3 challenges for every episode?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, and they have different things going on. This first one was the naughty or nice challenge, right?
Every day we will get a naughty or nice?
I think so, and it's always going to have a good and a bad. We find out later that, I guess we can say it now. Whoever wins this challenge, they get an advantage going into the next one, and then they pick someone to get a disadvantage.
So it's like a double advantage.
Basically.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like a double-double.
Right. But they didn't know that going into this, what the effects were going to be for the winner.
It's like in college basketball, when you get down to the end and you got a double-double.
I don't know what that means. Is that fouls? Okay.
I know. All right, so...
they had to guess what DJ Scrooge's favorite Christmas song is based on 3 clues that they were given.
Okay.
3 visual clues.
They opened the first box, and it was, I think it was
It was a really pretty, lit up house.
A house, right. Then they unwrapped the second box, and it was a finger, but not the middle finger.
Can you imagine?
Pointer finger.
It was a golden finger pointing up.
Yes. And it had the correct number of fingers on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like one of those cartoon hands.
Okay. So it wasn't my favorite Christmas song. I blew up one of my fingers doing Christmas fireworks in the backyard.
Or Up House. Disney movie.
Okay.
No, wasn't that. So then what was in the third box?
It was a spinning top.
Oh.
What?
Top.
Well, I'm going to admit, that first clue when I saw the house, I was thinking I always said up on the rooftop because I couldn't remember if it was rooftop or housetop.
It's up on the housetop.
Yeah, because housetop just sounds so weird, but that is what it is.
But it was an old song.
Yeah. But anyway, that was the correct answer. What did you think of Xavier's interpretation of Grandma got run over by a reindeer? I didn't see how that made sense with the clues they were given.
No, I think he was just grabbing at straws.
Yeah, Brittany and Danielle were the first ones to figure this out. Danielle gave the safety answer of Old St. Nick, while Brittany went for it and said up on the housetop, and she was correct. So she won the first competition.
Yes.
Which I was excited about because I was not expecting it.
So she won an advantage.
Right.
And she gets to punish somebody.
She was not too excited about this part because she's worried about making enemies early on. But honestly, I feel like with how quickly paced this is, you just gotta go for it.
You can't worry about the final challenge. You have to get to the final challenge.
You know how they
first.
always say that Big Brother is a marathon? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
It's true.
This is a sprint. You have to just go for it here. You have to take big swings.
All right, so she gets to pick one person to have a disadvantage.
So she's having her chats with everyone outside of the bathroom.
Right.
And I also have to mention here, the house decor, love it. They're not living in the house throughout this, but they are doing their little chats and such in the house.
Nicole said, don't give me a disadvantage.
Yeah, and Brittany was like, I know. She was definitely planning on giving it to a man.
We just made up and everything. I told you we can be friends.
Yeah.
Don't give me a disadvantage.
Well, Brittany is immediately worried about Cody. Not only is he good at competitions, but he is also easy to get along with. He's charming, and
he's a charming dinosaur.
That's a big threat, right? So she knows he is definitely a contender for this disadvantage.
Well, Brittany thinks X is kind of awkward.
Well, I don't blame her because Xavier gives nothing in his conversations, and I remember this on season 23.
He's so bland.
Nothing. He gives nothing. He wasn't making any promises or anything. It was just like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So her short list for the disadvantage is Cody or X.
Yeah.
Or...
Did you chuckle when Frankie and Brittany could not remember that Xavier won his season?
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah. All right, so Brittany ultimately chooses Cody, and to that I say, fantastic.
I think that was the right call.
It was the right call.
Definitely.
Okay, so now it's time for the Jingle Bell Brawl.
Whoa, so that is the second competition. I guess it's going to be that every time? I don't know. I think, right? Like, that's the name of it, the Jingle Bell Brawl.
Yeah, because it's Naughty and Nice, Jingle Bell Brawl.
And then the Santa Showdown.
Right.
Okay. So for this one...
That's fun.
Yes. This one, the winner gets a lot of power. Yes. Not only is the winner safe for the day, but they also get to pick the two people facing off in the Santa Showdown.
Right.
I also want to mention, too, we found out that not all of these competitions are going to be individual.
Right.
Sometimes it's going to be teams. Sometimes it's going to be duos. So they're going to be mixing that up.
Right.
Tonight it was all individual.
Right. So...
You really want to win this second challenge.
Yeah.
For the safety and the power.
All right. Well, Santa can't rely on the U.S. mail, so you got to help him deliver his mail.
Mm-hmm. Bowie, where are you
going?
So
the advantage that Brittany gets in this challenge is she gets one less letter than everyone else, and Cody gets one more. Mm-hmm. To which you are probably saying, well, who gives a crap?
I think that this advantage and disadvantage was weak. I think they should have tipped the scales a bit more. One letter
five?
difference? Like, that was
5
a lot.
would have been better.
I'm sorry, it's not a lot. Yeah, like 5 would have been, maybe like 3. Right. I feel like 1 is nothing.
Right.
So I thought that was lame. But yeah.
This is kind of like that competition where you have to put the balls in the tube to like knock people out, but it's letters. Or
kind of like that reward one that we saw this past season with the candy. Mm-hmm. You had to put it in everybody's buckets.
Right.
So yeah, you had to get rid of your own mail and put it in other people's slots. And then once you ran out of your own, you had to get rid of the ones that people put in your mailbox.
Right.
So it was like a 2-step process here.
Everybody was targeting Cameron.
Yeah. He doesn't have any allies at this point. He's the new kid on the block.
And he's a compy. Did he have the right stuff?
I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, his reputation coming off of this past season...
His box was full. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, it came to a point where they had to stop putting letters in his box because there were just no more slots. But then he would take one out, one would open up, and somebody was like...
What'd you think about Cody almost falling on his head and breaking his neck?
That fall was insane, and honestly, I was like worried for him at first because it looked like he could have broken his neck.
It looked like he hit his neck on the step.
Yeah, it was bad. And then Nicole was like, I don't feel bad.
She was laughing.
Oh my God.
She would kill.
I'm glad he's okay, because you don't want to see anybody get hurt like that.
Frankie was almost winning. He kept getting down to like one letter, and then he was ready to deliver his final letter.
And somebody was like, nope, and gave him another one.
Somebody said, let me slip one more in.
Well, his strategy was to be like, I'm putting one in everyone's box, so
no one can hate me.
Yeah, and he made sure he was very loud about that, so they would all hear it and know. And honestly, it worked, because except for like the two people at the last minute, Xavier and Danielle putting letters in his, he wasn't getting that many.
Well, then he won, and I puked. So now he has to pick the 2 players for the Santa Showdown.
And it's like, because he's going to protect his boy, Cody.
Well, he ran up to Santa's office, sat in Santa's chair. He did something on Santa's stool. I'm not going to say what.
What? I was waiting for him to do like a cabaret routine on that chair.
I know.
He looked like he was gearing up for it.
Yeah.
He has to always put on a show. But
exactly.
We also forgot to mention here during the challenge, it's worth mentioning, Josh on that balance beam.
He sucks.
Terrible. Anyway, moving on.
I mean, no wonder why. He wasn't very good on the challenge either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he's fared on the challenge. We don't watch it.
I don't think
he's been on a bunch of times.
Yeah.
All right. So now that Frankie has won, Nicole's like, oh no, because she wants to target Cody, but she knows that is not a possibility with Frankie holding the power. So she's just like, I gotta give it to her for trying to adapt here and being like, season 16, yay! Because, I mean, what else is she supposed to do in that situation?
That's her lie.
She's got to go with it.
We've got the lie. We've got the kill.
Now, that being said, I hope that she's not going to be like, you know what? I may as well just work with them for real. I hope that's not going to be the case. Like, I hope this is just a Frankie won, so I have to play it cool situation. And then she's going to, like, do what needs to be done. Who knows? But Frankie and Cody.
I'm a mom now.
Yeah, Frankie and Cody are eating it up. They're like, oh, Nicole's good with us. Like, season 16, we're all going to work together.
Yeah, okay. Frankie definitely wants to put up Cameron. That is a death.
I mean, I think he sees Cameron as easy pickings because, again, he's the new guy. He doesn't have a set alliance. He doesn't have relationships with all these other people. Also, he was, by a lot, the main target in that competition. So it's easy for Frankie to be like, everybody wants you out.
Yeah, they've all targeted you.
Yeah, but who is he going to put up next to
Well, he's got to put up somebody
who's going to be a strong competitor.
Who can beat Cameron and who's going to say, Frankie, I love you when they stay and not come after him.
Right. So he, like, drops Cody's name, but you know there's no way that's actually happening. He also mentions Josh or Xavier as potential nominees, if you want to call it that.
Again, Xavier. Xavier goes up and talks to Frankie and gives nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Taylor, on the other hand, I think was doing a little too much here.
She was doing the most.
She's number one, pushing for Cody. Maybe she doesn't realize how close Frankie and Cody are. But also, she's making it known, basically, that Xavier is her number one.
Yeah.
Which is definitely a mistake.
She was throwing Cody under the X-Bus.
Yeah. So, Taylor, I love you, but, like,
playing too hard.
Take it easy there.
You know what? In my opinion, she was never a great player. I mean, people picked on her, but then she fell into some favorable circumstances. I feel like she was always big talks in the diary room, but then when it came to doing stuff, she never got it done.
Well, I don't know about all that. Honestly, once these seasons are over, unless there's, like, truly outrageous moments, I'm just like, bye.
Yeah.
Out of my brain.
Pretty much.
I do not remember all the little details of people's gameplay.
Right.
And that's okay. But anyway. Yeah, so Frankie definitely takes notice that Taylor is trying to protect Xavier. And,
He puts up Xavier.
He does. So
Cameron
and Xavier are going to be competing in Santa's
showdown.
my
God, what's going to happen? So it's time for Santa Claus Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a puzzle.
Okay, but it's not a Caitlin Herman puzzle.
No.
This had more to it.
It's like 9 Caitlin Herman
puzzles. This was not some 6-piece puzzle. This was in the 50s. 57 pieces.
57. Can you believe it?
No.
I can't either. I've never seen such a big puzzle on this show.
I mean, the pieces were big, and they did have a reference photo.
That's okay, because these pieces were odd-shaped.
Yeah, but it was way more entertaining than just some 6-piece puzzle. So,
yeah.
You had to reconstruct an ugly sweater.
Yeti sweater. It's sweater weather.
And it had a deer on it. What made it difficult, though, was that some of the pieces stacked on top of each other. It wasn't just...
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Were you dozing off on that part?
Uh-huh.
So that definitely tripped both of them up, because they were trying to, like, make this deer face, and they were like, why are these pieces not fitting? But yeah, it was like a 3D situation.
Stack the snout on...
Yeah, to build the puzzle a bit.
So it's like a 3D almost,
yeah,
but not
specifically
really.
on the face. So,
only the face?
Yeah. Xavier and Cameron had different strategies. Xavier was really focusing on the sleeves first, which obviously was the better move. Because Cameron started with the face first in the middle, which is like, why would you start in the middle? I feel like it makes more sense to start with the sleeves because that's the more difficult part.
Everybody knows you go around the edges first.
Yeah, but also, like, the face is, like, the easy part, so why wouldn't you save that for last when you have other stuff figured out?
I don't know, maybe he...
I don't know. But, anyway...
I thought it looked like they were close.
This did not seem close to me at all. You just admitted you were dozing off.
Of course I was. All right.
It didn't look close at all.
But it wasn't.
Xavier did have one little snag because he was missing a piece for a hot minute, but he found it. And he won. So that means that Cameron has been eliminated.
He got pooped out.
Yeah, he's the first one out.
And he got to choose a consolation prize from the peanut gallery. Mm-hmm. And it could be $5,000. It could be a fruitcake. I think this was somewhere in between.
I'd take this.
He got a year of jelly.
Jelly Club.
It better not be like 1 jelly a month.
I don't know.
Because I eat a lot more jelly than that, baby.
Yeah. So that's fun. But he was all, Daddy, Stevie's coming home.
Yeah.
Or Stevie, Daddy's coming home.
Yeah. Daddy's coming home with some jelly for you for Christmas.
There you go. So now things are getting interesting because people are realizing this person's coming after me. That person's coming after me. I mean, Cody knows that Taylor is on his ass.
Do you think Frankie will be barred from participating in the next Naughty or Nice?
I don't think so.
Or it's not going to be like that?
There was no mention of that. I feel like that's something you'd have to say before.
Right.
Because that could affect people's decisions on how hard they're going to go for the win.
True.
You know, going into it. So I feel like no, but we'll see.
But
Day
who
2.
knows?
Yeah, we're going to see Day 2 tomorrow night at 9.
Julie's not here to spill the secrets.
She's not. We don't get to find out that Jared and Suri are mother and son. So,
okay.
That's a bummer. But, yeah. Overall, I kind of enjoyed it.
It's,
Before we go, we just wanted to... Oh, Bubby. We wanted to check in. We did a little...
Oh, I puked.
We've never done this before, but we did a little draft the other day of the players.
Okay.
This was... Keep in mind, this was before we knew what the format was going to be.
Right.
And also...
Well, you should get a pen and cross mine off.
Well, don't judge us for our picks, because also this is not...
Who we want.
This is not an endorsement of who we want to win.
Right.
This is just who we thought would have the best chance of winning.
Right. So I had Cameron, Xavier, Danielle, and Brittany.
And I had Cody, Frankie, Taylor, and Josh.
Oh, no.
And then Nicole was in no man's land.
Me. I'm the cheese, stands alone.
Yeah, so at this point, you lost your number 1 pick.
I did.
But don't fret, because... anything could happen.
I still have 3 strong competitors.
You got Danielle and Brittany, and I'm jealous of that because
you should be.
Personally, they are my faves.
You could have taken them.
I know, but I thought that this was going to be classic Big Brother where the men win all the competitions because they're all physical and ridiculous.
How stupid are we going to feel if Nicole wins?
Very. But anyway, let us know your comments on all this down below. We will be back tomorrow night for more. And thank you all so much for watching.
It's so much fun.
I'm having fun.
It's all right.
All right. So thank you all again. And until next time, much love.